Good morning. Today, I thought I would bring you along with me as kind of like a day in the life. I have an extremely messy kitchen I need to tackle today. We have school, which we're about to tackle today. I've got my coffee because I cannot wake up this morning. I've been having a extremely hard time falling asleep lately, and so I've been having even more of a time waking up because I'm staying up so late. So not by choice. My back is sore. The weather has gotten warm, like it's 50 or something. Look at my hair, y'all. It's gotten like 50 or something today. And so lots to do. But anyway, my back is sore. I had a mole removed and I have about 4 stitches in my back right now. And I'm having a hard time finding like medical tape that will stay on my back. The stuff that they gave me through the doctor was just a sample, but the stuff they put on too is the same thing, and that lasted until I had to take my first shower. And honestly, it probably would have lasted longer than that if I didn't want to change it, just to change it out. I don't know. My husband's brought home 2 different packs of stuff. One was like hypoallergenic, and because I can't do Band-Aids. I found out when I had my biopsy back there that the Band-Aids just like tore up my skin, and it was not fun. So I kind of really want to put my wig on and feel a little bit better, and then we can go down and do school, because so come with me to put my wig on. Maybe I need some coffee first. All right, the weather has dipped, so my allergies are just off the charts. I apologize in advance. I'm gonna go find allergy pill. But I recently shared that I've been starting to wear wigs because I lost so much flippin' hair. I know to most this seems like a lot of hair, and it is. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't, but it's not my hair, and I'm used to a very full head of hair. I feel like I cannot style it when I put it up in a bun. It used to be this like humongous mop on top of my head, and now it's like barely anything when I put it up, and like there's nothing there. It's all here, but there's nothing in the bun. Anyways, I'm tired of feeling depressed about it. It's very blah, like I could just pull and there'll be like tons of strands. They don't know why. Anyways, here we are. So let me show you how I put my wig on. So I'm really new at this, so if you're a wig wearer, you're probably gonna cringe at the way I do it, because I'm just putting this in a pony right now because I do not like wearing a wig cap. I always have an odd shaped head. The wig cap does not want to stay on, but they come, or you can get these, I need to stretch it out, but there's these silicone grips for, it has like this type of material on it, and so the silicone will like stick to, your wig will stick to the silicone and it ain't going anywhere. So I'm just gonna put that on. I'm going to be very careful of my real hair because I don't want my real hair to stick to the silicone on the one side because that would be not very fun. So I'm going to stick it on like that. I need to stretch it out even more. Okay, so as you can see, my biological hair is sticking out right here. So I just like to take a comb and bring it forward because my wig looks more natural when I have these pieces sticking out, because I have a funky hairline where like my hair comes out here. So anyways, so I messed this wig up. It's my first one and I destroyed it. We're not going to talk about it. You're probably not going to notice it, but let's just put it on. I have a couple more coming in the mail because I kind of going and leaning towards a shorter style and maybe less density, which means less hair. Now, I don't want to wear my bio hair in a cap, so I'm just like shoving my bio hair in the wig itself, and then you look crazy, and then you put it back on your head where the wig grip is. Now, it's super tangly. I have some spray, some wig spray coming so that I can detangle easier, better. It's called like silk spray. But I don't have anywhere or anything important to do today, but I really want to start wearing it more even in the house because I just feel like the more I wear it, the more I'm going to be comfortable wearing it. And I haven't really worn it out a whole lot. So I'm trying to build my confidence in wearing it around the house to feel confident wearing it out. So my hair is shoved up in there. There are clips in here because I'm just wearing it like around the house. I mean, I don't. One of these suction things. It's not working so great. I can tell you right now, this is not going to be my favorite makeup. I am not gonna do much. I just want to look somewhat good. I feel like I have a more productive day when I have some makeup on and are put together, dressed, and everything else. So I have to clean this room too. There's so much crap in here, but look who we have here. We have Miss Loosey Goosey here on my bed. So yesterday she had a dog play date and got her energy worked out of her system. She was legit dead tired, dead to the world. It was great. She needed that. But let's go down and get some school started and then yeah, we're doing Christmas school, so it's a little bit different. And we are doing a unit study, but so far we've only gotten one lesson done. And it's December 9th when I'm filming this. So, can you turn the light on, please? Oh, and our Jolly is joining us down here. How fun. Jolly the elf has made an appearance. Let me turn you. Oh, what is that? North Pole News. How stinking fun. Cute. That's our little setup down here. Our lovely pictures. Down here in the schoolroom, I got Miss Molly with me, trying to get us both in camera here. And we've been doing these 24 stories. It's backwards, I apologize. It's what we're working with today. 24 stories of Advent. I just got this at the library. It's just tales to count down to Christmas. And she did her fraction book as from IXL because we're trying to get better with our fractions. But what we've been working on for Christmas school is this Christmas unit study from Campfire Curriculum on the Christmas Carol. So, I also have some fun worksheets printed out that I thought would be fun to do today. I found these because Ashley over at Gathered and Grounded posted about it, and I was like, well, I have to have it. So we are going to tackle some free worksheets on Teachers Hate Teachers, and that's going to be part of Christmas school today. So she has a countdown. You want to show them?
How many days until Christmas?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, Google.
Show them. So she made this at one of the Home Depot, it's backwards obviously, Home Depot craft things that they do, I think once a month. And so
like a year ago maybe?
It was more than that. It was a while back, but it's cool. It's like a little countdown thing. So she does that. All right, so coffee break.
Coffee.
I am struggling over here today. What's up? They know. They saw me put it on.
Oh, well, nice wig. I like it.
It's a wig. Yeah. It's a lot, but anyway. All right. So, do you want to do math first, or what do you want to do?
I mean, what are we doing for math?
So I have this new thing. Well, it's not new. I've had it for a long time. But
let's do that. Let's do that.
I thought we could do some pet math today. This is from,
yes,
I don't remember, Times Tales Company.
I'll take it.
Go ahead and open that up. I apologize. I look really rough, but I put that foundation on. Not overly a fan, but it looks okay. Good match. But I'm feeling more like myself.
Okay. Scuba duty.
All right, let me turn you around.
Oh.
All right, so these are probably the things we're going to be using throughout the book to solve the problems. So go ahead and flip to the first page.
Sadie's pet grooming.
Keep going.
Oh.
Here we go. This page, the black and white page. All right. There you go.
Can be applied to calculate everything from the cost of dog food to veterinarian bills. This is a great way to demonstrate the practical application of math of something kids love, pets. 5 dare and carry the 1.
So while she completes...
5 dare and carry the 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7.
So while she
7
completes
plus 9 is 16.
her math,
7.
I just want to kind of explain, this is pretty much what we've been doing. I always switch up our math because I'm trying to find workbooks that have a little bit of review in them, before like having to go from like our normal curriculum. So we're doing just some like review practice to get us in the to get us more stronger with our math facts, and doing some of the things that we know how to do, that we haven't either done in a while, because that's not how the curriculum works. Like, you don't constantly review. Even in Spiral, I feel like it could take a while before it comes back around in the curriculum. So that's the plan. So we're not doing any of our normal math during the month of December, and we are schooling until, I believe I have us scheduled until the 21st, which I believe is the Friday before Christmas, because usually we break the whole month of December. And I found that by doing that, I have noticed behavior issues, because when we're out of routine, like, we're a little frazzled over here. And so keeping this like routine going and stuff like that is just really helpful for us. So that's what we're doing. That's the plan. We're going on to move on to lesson 2. Okay. I'm going to read.
Okay.
Imagine you're walking through a quiet, snow-dusted village in Victorian England at dusk. The air is crisp, and the only sound is the faint crunch of snow beneath your boots. But then, in the distance, you hear something. It's soft at first, but you're certain it's there. It's a melody, a song, a hymn. But the
went down a slide on Cornhill at the end of a lane, boys, 20 times in honor of its being.
So we just finished up our lesson 2 in the main book, and finished, I don't know what stav we're on. I think we're on
Stav 2?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, we finished up the reading, and now we are diving into their core connections part, which we absolutely love.
Imagine walking by those shop windows we've been reading about and seeing people huddled around fires trying to stay warm.
We just finished with school. Like I said, it's Christmas school. It's very basic. But what I wanted to show you, I absolutely, like, this is obviously going to be backwards for you because, you know, I absolutely love the core connections that come with the Campfire curriculum units. They dive into science and a little bit of history, and we love this part. There is not, like, you don't have to do, like, there's not a lot of activities, which is kind of nice because we don't always have time to do an activity. And then they space it out by like all ages read to like middle school and like high school. So there are multiple like levels and extensions that they add in here. And then what I also love is that they incorporate like a little bit of history. So like we're learning about the Georgian era. And so it's talking about the Industrial Revolution and the working class families and stuff like that, and relating it to the Christmas Carol book. So absolutely 100% love that part about the curriculum. Now, in my opinion, I'm not going to give like a full review because obviously we haven't done a whole lot of the unit study yet. Like we just finished lesson 2. So basically this is like my initial thoughts to it, but it is really, really difficult to read the Christmas Carol. Just putting it out there. Obviously this is Charles Dickens, you know, this is from way back when in the day, and I'm glad she's comprehending it still, but it is a very difficult read, and it's a lengthy read for how much you read like per lesson. So just pointing that out if you're interested in it. Like I said, it's good. I do like the connections that we're making here and the overall story, but I'm definitely like struggling to get through the book. So we're gonna keep going because this is the part where usually I give up, and I'm not doing that. Nope. So now I'm gonna prep what she's gonna be doing tomorrow while I'm away. So I also purchased this unit. I will put it, I cannot remember the name of the person, but I found it on Etsy. And if you're not on Instagram following me, like, here's my Instagram, go follow me. But I follow Nancy from Into the Rabbit Hole, I believe is her thing. And she discussed this unit from this lady. And it was a Christmas unit, another Christmas unit. And it is beautiful, like beautiful. The illustrations, the like way things are worded. And so I'm kind of gonna pull from that and have her read through some of that on her own tomorrow. And then I'm going to have her do some more of this pet math. So I'm laying it out for her. I don't have like, I didn't put anything like this into my homeschool planner because I don't know, I just didn't plan out for the days that I wasn't going to be here. So that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's going really well. I think I'm going to pick one of these free activities to do today because we're going to have a ton of time to do them. And they have this cute, ugly sweater thing, and I thought that would be so fun, and maybe we could do it together. So I'm gonna make a copy and we can have like a competition of like an ugly sweater competition. And then tomorrow I'm gonna have her probably maybe decorate a Christmas tree. But what you do is it's this cool activity where there's these objects that you can use to decorate your tree, but you have to buy them. And so it wants you to add the total cost of how much it costs to decorate your tree, and then choose a repeated choice to show as a multiplication equation. Like if you have 6 candles, if you have a $30 budget, did you go over or under? How many decorative ornaments could be purchased with $4.50? And so it has like all the different styles of ornaments, and then like this is your key. So like this style of ornament is 75 cents. So if she puts 5 on there, we have to add that. So, or multiply, you know, but I don't think I don't know. She's got to figure that out. So I'm going to leave that for her to do tomorrow. And this is the whole activity for that. So I'm really excited. I'm going to put that together, and that will keep her busy tomorrow. And then, yeah, so maybe I'll hold off on, or no, she could do the pet math. Like the thing is that when I'm not here, she needs stuff to do. She needs things to occupy her time. And so I think that will be perfect, is these two things put together for math tomorrow. And then for this Christmas, I love, it has the history and influence of pagan traditions. It has when Christmas celebrations were banned. It talks about Santa Claus. It talks about the difference between St. Nicholas and Santa Claus and both. And then there's the origin of the Advent calendar and the symbol. There's like symbols of Christmas. And then it talks about each symbol of Christmas, which I like that. So I'm going to put some of these aside. I don't think it's necessary to have them all. So this will be part of her like reading, I think is what I'm gonna do. But we're not gonna do a ton because obviously like it's just a day, and so I'm just piecing through this curriculum. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I found this tree thing. Now, you have to take into account, this could be for like a lot of ages. And so my printer was printing horribly when this printed. It needed a new toner, so there's like a big line going down it, but she should still be able to read it. So this is about a fir tree, and then on the back it has the anatomy, and then so she can cut and paste and put them in the box, like totally a kindergarten type thing, but she'll have fun with that. And then she's learning about the fir tree. So this is the fir tree life cycle, and so I'm going to piece that together, and then that's it. What I like about this unit is that it included these, like, it's not like affirmations, but it was like a bunch of, I bet it's like 25 days or 20 something days, 24 days of like an activity to do. So this one's like build a gingerbread house on day 5. Day 6, go for an evening walk. Day 7, watch a holiday movie together. Day 8, make a greeting card for someone special. So we obviously did not do that because we're on like day 10, and but it has a lot of fun things for younger kids to do, and so we're not going to be doing that. I mean, it says they have some jigsaw puzzles in here that you could cut out and put together. They have count and clip cards for the younger kids. And so like I said, there's a lot that we're not going to be doing. They have these Venn diagrams of St. Nicholas and Santa Claus, which is, I think I already showed that. I think this printed twice because, yeah, so this printed twice. And then it does have copy work as well. It's just like tracing, and this one is in, and then they also have a blank one in case this is for like the older kids, where they can write it themselves. So we're not going to do any of that because I don't really see the need in doing that. But yeah. So yeah, that's all we're going to do from this unit this year. Maybe we'll pick out some stuff like next year to do, but for now, that is all we're doing. So that's going to be like her reading tomorrow, and then she'll read that like Advent book possibly. I know this seems like a lot, but in all honesty, like it's just going to keep her busy. So I like really messed this one up big time. I'm devastated because these are not cheap. But as you can see, like this side is sticking up a little bit, and I'm not entirely sure why. So I need to apply some heat to get that to match the other side. I think it's just because it has so much volume. And I could pretty much like part it however I want. but as you can see, like, it matches my real hair really well. But yeah, I didn't do a good job of like applying it today, so sorry if it looks crazy. Here we are on my wig journey. Chicken nuggets going right now in the air fryer, and got this cute Christmas plate out of our storage. I have my lunch for this week minus today because I'm just gonna have chicken nuggets too in the oven. So that's the air fryer, it's done. I got cucumbers with mine. I gave her carrots and cucumbers and grapes with her meal. I hope these are done because they were seriously, like, I hate packaged things because they'll be like, oh, put it in the air fryer for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you go do it and they're not done. This was in at least for 10 or so. So I've got her protein for the day, and I hope they're done. So I'm about to throw out my laundry in. I forgot I have to do my Christmas cards today too. So after I do that, I'm going to dig out and get that started. I feel like I'm not going to be doing a whole lot more today. I'm just drained of energy for whatever reason, and so I'm just gonna eat, get my Christmas cards going and laundry done, and relax maybe the rest of the day. So all right, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm literally exhausted today. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm starting to come down with a cold. I don't know. I'm tired. So maybe I'll continue this in another day or whatever, and come back to this. But for today, I'm done. I'm gonna take a nap. I have therapy like later today. I'm gonna take a nap and do that, and then that'll just be my night. So I got a second win. I have to remember to wear this goofy hat that I bought at Five Below. So here it is. It's goofy, but like, I love it. I forgot, I wanted to fill you guys in on this crazy story of a like hell week of mine. So first of all, the day before Thanksgiving, I had this intense, like, my eye was red. It was not really bothering me, but like I felt pressure. I was getting migraines, and like overall felt like crap. So I tried to get into my eye doctor. My eye doctor was like, we're all booked, but I'll talk to the doctor. And next thing I know, they call me back and they're like, you know, they're really recommending that you go to a ophthalmologist. And I'm like, really? Like, I have migraines and it's causing pressure and my eye is red. Like, I'm diabetic. I just want to like cover my bases, make sure I'm okay, you know? So she's like, okay, I'll ask the doctor. They came back. They're like, no, we're recommending you go to your primary or an ophthalmologist. And I'm like, what the heck is my primary going to do? She's like, well, all we would really be able to do is take your eye pressure. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like what I'm asking you to do. But like, I like hate to just like, how am I going to get into a specialist or my primary in a timely manner? Especially when you're saying that, like, you know, it's like not serious, but like you're telling me to go to an ophthalmologist. So like, can I start somewhere first and then go to a specialist? Anyways, they wouldn't do it. So I hung up. I was emotional. I was at work. I was really pissed off. They wouldn't get me in. So the next day I got in at Vision Works, which is like just a walk-in kind of place. And the guy like immediately was like, you have pink eye and a sinus infection. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was the start of my Thanksgiving. And then Sunday, after Thanksgiving, I was sitting at the dinner table, and all of a sudden, from like my stomach all the way to my head, I had intense heat. I mean, fire under my skin. Like it radiated from my stomach all the way up to my head. Whole body, like, or half my body, like legit felt like I was on fire. And of course, like, immediately my heart started to race. I started to panic because I have never felt something that intense before. And we had just finished dinner. So I'm like, oh my God, like, my initial thought was like, I'm having a reaction to something that I ate. So I'm like, please call an ambulance. Like, I was so freaked out that was my thought. Like, I never would just say something like that before so loosely. But I was like in legit panic, and I was breathing heavy. Like, I felt like something exploded inside me. So my mom calls an ambulance, and now I'm paranoid because Molly is of course upset once again, and I feel horrible. The ambulance comes, paramedics check me out, they take me in the ambulance and take me to the hospital. And basically they did like 5 EKGs, they loaded me up with Pepsid, I think, and like another, and like Benadryl, because they were worried that I would, like, they immediately rushed me to a room. I got into a room right away. They thought I was having an allergic reaction and that my throat might close up. And so they were most concerned about that. And so at first, like, I was fine. I just felt very dizzy, very like out of it. The burning had kind of subsided, but then like my heart rate was still like elevated. And so they're in and out, in and out. I had a chest x-ray, like 5 EKGs in the span of me being there. And they, like, I thought I was feeling better. They were about to get my paperwork to get me to go because nothing was coming up abnormal. And they're like, well, maybe it was a reaction to something you ate, even though I didn't really eat anything out of the normal. But I like never want to eat it again because now I'm paranoid. So then they're like, maybe you have GERD. And I'm like, really? GERD would start from like my low stomach all the way to my head? I don't think so. So whatever. They literally were clueless and like guessing at this point. And then it happened again. The heat, and then it became like a pattern where I would get the heat and then my heart rate would spike because my heart rate would spike on the monitor, and it would alert us that my heart rate would spike because I was, plugged into all the machines. And then I would feel the intense burning. And I was like, okay, look, like, I just started an antidepressant 4 days ago. Like, could this have anything to do with that? And they're like, no, that's not really a common thing. And like, this is later in the day, and you probably took your pill in the morning, and you've been on it for 4 days. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, basically I wasn't dying, so they released me anyway. And so when I got home, I like looked up the antidepressant that my doctor had put me on, and I was like, there are other people who have experienced this exact thing. And I was like, hell no. Like, nope, done. This is the second time I have tried one. The first time I had a reaction, everyone called me crazy because it literally sent me into deep panic. And then, like, in hindsight, it probably isn't related to, it was just coincidental, but it literally sent me into a panic attack for a solid 9 months. Like, every single day, My heart was elevated. I could feel palpitations. Now, the period of my life was really chaotic back then. So, like, it could have just triggered it, and then, like, my life took over. But, like, I was terrified. Like, I had legit, like, I thought I was dying every single night that I went to bed, because like, my heart rate would feel like it's pounding out of my chest, but then my watch would tell me it's normal. So I legit, and every doctor was like, anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. I went to every specialist, cardiologist. I had an echo. I had a EKG. I wore the heart thingy. My primary, like, all these doctors were like, it's anxiety. I even thought maybe I had vertigo. I had my ears and nose and everything checked out, which I may still have vertigo, and I think it might have been a combination of both things that I was feeling at the same time. Whatever. So anyway, I texted my psych. I'm like, look, the symptoms, like, these things happened. I'm done. She's like, yes, discontinue. I'm like, so I'm done. I have not seen her again yet, but that was my Sunday. So now I'm coming off the drug cold turkey, because I was only on it for 4 days. And I was on like 5 milligrams, so it wasn't even like an actual dose. So I felt like crap on Monday. Wednesday, a huge thing went down with me and my husband. I'm not going to share the details on that. We are okay. Everything's fine. But it created a really, really, really big rift in our life. So we have to recover from that. And then, we have some health news in our family, which was a little saddening, but it might be hopeful at the end of the day, because we found out more after that. My neighbor, crazy neighbor, the one with the fence that I've talked about, I believe, in past videos, my neighbor took the fence down. He had one put up 2 months later. And this crazy guy, this happened on the same day. He walked through our closed gate, and just busted through. I'm like, and I witnessed it all. I was standing right in the kitchen when I happened to see him come through and onto our property. And I was like, dude, like, you don't think to ask permission? I'm like, I'm not giving you permission to come in our yard. And he's like, I didn't ask. And just like barged through, and he's looking at his fence that he put up and walking up and down our entire yard on our property. And I'm like, dude, get out. Like, you're not welcome here. Like, please leave. Like, you are nothing but a nuisance. And he's the one like calling us a nuisance. And it was like, your dog is a nuisance and you're disturbing the peace. And I'm like, no, my dog's protecting our house, and like, we don't let her out here barking forever. Like, she is protecting our house. That's not gonna stop. So then he's like yelling at us to take our cameras down, and we're like, hell no, you just gave us reason to keep them up. You just broke into our gate, and like, you're doing whatever you want when I'm telling you to leave. And he's like, call whoever you want. Like, he wanted me to call the police. So that was like a whole thing all on the same day. It was such a power move, because he's such a jerk. And I'm over it. Like, I am so over this man, but he thinks he's intimidating, and I am so not intimidated by him. I'm just like disturbed that he thought that he could just walk into our property on our side of the fence to investigate his fence that was put up. Like, dude, it's like in the teens. Like, we're not out there gardening, so we're not having anything touch your fence. We don't want anything to touch your fence. Like, we want nothing to do with you. So like, leave us alone. But like, all of this in 1 week, y'all. Like, 1 freaking week. So I'm over it. That's my story. Hopefully I'll have a better year, because I am super, super, super over this one.